Welcome traders. In this week's session, I'm going to be teaching you how to trade Ethereum on the PrimeXBT crypto futures platform. Now, some of you may already know that Ethereum is a decentralized open source blockchain platform that was originally created back in 2015 by Vitalik Buterin. Now, Vitalik and his team of developers set out to compete against Bitcoin, and today we actually see Ethereum sitting as the second biggest cryptocurrency in the world, with a traded market cap of over $300 billion. Now today, traders love to speculate on the price of Ethereum, and they mainly do this through the use of futures contracts as well as spot buying. So let's dive right into how you can trade Ethereum on our PrimeXBT platform. It's super simple. If you have not already signed up an account, you can do so by going to our main landing page. Once you've obviously been verified as an active user, you can then obviously start trading on our platform. So if you have a look over here, the platform is actually really easy to use. You've got a couple of options: accounts, buy crypto, CFDs trading, crypto futures, copy trading, etc. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can trade within the crypto futures platform. Now, there's one important thing that you need to note. Once you've signed up an account for the first time, or maybe you're a user that has already got funding in your account, however, maybe you've only ever been trading on our CFDs platform, you'll need to move the funding into your crypto futures platform. So it's really easy to do. You can click over here where it says deposit, then you can choose various options such as crypto, fiat, whatever it may be. When your funding has landed in your account, you'll get a notification. Whatever option you've chosen, it will then sit in that funding, right? So for example, let's say I've got some USD Tether and I want to trade some of that USD Tether on my crypto futures account. I would then need to go and transfer this funding outside of that account and into my crypto futures platform. So it's really easy to do. You choose the wallet address that you want to do. Maybe you want to move it from your CFDs platform. Maybe you want to move it from your wallet address. And then you choose your destination. So in this example, the destination is going to be my crypto futures platform. I'll transfer, say, $100. It will then transfer. Okay. Now, that's pretty much it in the summary. If you want to move the funding out, it's really simple. It's the other way around. So pretty much you'll go on where it says transfer. Remember, you choose the currency that you deposited and you actually want to move out. Now, it'll say here from wallet. Now, if you want to withdraw it from your futures platform, you would need to select the futures trading account itself, and then you choose the destination in which you want the funding to go to. Okay, so that's pretty much in a summary how it would work. You can then come over here where it says crypto futures. You click on that icon, brings up this wonderful terminal. I've actually already got ETH placed up on the screen for you, but if you don't have, say, this as your default, you can go to the section where it says where you can search for the tickers. So how do I find that? You just simply click on where it says ETH USD Tether. Yours might say Bitcoin, whatever it may be. Brings this little drop down, and then you can choose whatever asset you would like to choose. So for today, I'm going to have to get the correct ticker name. So in this scenario, Ethereum is ETH versus USD Tether. I will then go and select that. If I wanted to make it a favorite, I can just click the little star button. It will then pop up over here now, and it will look something like this. Okay, so this is pretty much the charting side of things as well. It's really cool. We have a built-in trading view function, so you'll be able to actually visualize it, visually see your executions being taken as well as executed. So if you have a look here at some previous buys and sells on Ethereum, you can actually visibly see that on the platform. And then it's pretty simple. So you've got a couple of options. You might not be able to see this right now because my face is covering it, but you've pretty much got at the bottom left-hand corner your positions, orders, fills, history, statistics, transaction, you name it, it's all there for you. So every time you execute a position, whether you close a position, you want to see your trading history, whatever it may be, it'll all be sitting there for you. And then pretty much if you have a look at the top right-hand corner underneath where it says deposit, that is where you will see the amount of equity that you have in your account. So remember, when I made that transfer out of my actual wallet address and into my futures platform, that is where the funding is going to sit. That basically gives me the amount of equity I have to trade within the platform. And then if you have a look over here on the right-hand side, you've got your order book flow. Remember, your order book flow is just showing you pretty much all the recent transactions that's happening, as well as the volume that is kind of running through that specific price or whatever it may be. And if you have a look to the left of that, that is pretty much where I'm going to be showing you how you can execute your positions today. So it's really easy. we're going to play around with a couple of options. One mainly being a market order and then maybe being a stop order. I've obviously shown a couple of examples in the past around limits. I also did a tutorial the other day on our live stream about how you can use stop orders, etc. So maybe I thought, let me just go into a bit more detail today. So let's say, for example, I wanted to buy Ethereum right now. How do I go about doing it? It's actually super easy. So if you have a look over here under where it says market, I've got the amount. It shows me how much ETH I'm going to purchase if I select buy right now. I've then obviously got my margin type. I've got side. So side is just basically if I'm going to be on the buy side or the sell side. That is pretty much if you're going to be purchasing with the market or you're going to be selling with the market. Then it'll tell you the order value, margin impact, as well as your free margin. Okay. So there's a couple of things that you can change before you place this order. One being the margin type. So depending on what type of leverage you would like, you can either choose between cross leverage or you can choose isolated leverage. So in this example, let's say, for example, I wanted to do cross leverage. It's going to be fixed at 200x. So it's quite high for me. I would like to maybe go to something a little bit more flexible that I can choose. So for example, if you have a look here on the isolated function, I can choose. I've got 20x, 50x, 100, 75, whatever it may be. Let's say for today's example, I would like to do it on 20x. I'll go set. You'll then see it says that your isolated margin has now changed from 10x to 20x. Okay. And all that is really doing is giving you a little bit more free space to take this trade. However, you're obviously constraining yourself a bit more because if price starts to move against you, you might be liquidated or whatever it may be. So let's say, for example, I would like to enter a position for 0.2 and I would like to buy Ethereum right now. Let's just make it 0.1. I would then simply click on the place buy order. It will pop up with this little interface option over here, basically just wanting to know if I want to confirm this order. It's really simple. I can go over here now and click the place buy button. Now all of a sudden you'll see I'm actually running this position. Okay, because this was a market execute position, it's going to be live and active. So how do you see that? It's actually really simple. You look at where it says positions, and then underneath the position section, you'll be able to see that I'm now running an Ethereum buy position, okay, for 0.10. And if I want to go and modify, say, my stop loss as well as my take profit, there's two ways in which you can do it. One, you can either manually click on it. So where it says TP and stop loss over here, I've got a little pencil function. I can then click my take profit as well as my stop loss, or I can simply drag over here. So we've got a really cool function. So next to where your order is actually running, you can actually manually just drag and drop this, right? So if I go to, say I want my stop loss to be at around these lows over here, at around $2,108, it will tell me there that I'm going to lose $40. So estimated P&L will be over there. However, let's just go one step back. If you see, the figure is actually changing as I'm moving, right? That is showing me my projected stop loss in a scenario where actually price goes against me. Okay, so let's say I want to get now stopped out at say $2,108. I would then just go set. Okay, now you'll see that I've got a stop loss in place. However, I still don't have a take profit. So how do I do that? You can either go back to this section over here, or you can just manually click on where it says take profit and I can select. So let's say, for example, I would like to trade a 2-to-1. So I would like to risk $40 and make $80. It would look something like this. I would then go and have a look. You can double confirm your estimated P&L. It will always tell you underneath your actual take profit or stop loss levels. I then click set. Now you'll see it looks really cool. I've got pretty much my take profit and my stop loss levels set. Now, if price moves down, it's going to take me out for $40. However, if price trades higher, I will get a take profit of say $80, right? So that's pretty much a quick summary of how you can execute a market buy position, right? You can pretty much choose however much stop loss or take profit you would like to allocate to a certain position by just simply dragging and dropping. I think the drag and drop function is really easy to use. And then every time you change it, you'll just need to manually confirm. Okay, so that is pretty much how you would do a market execute position. It will then tell you your current P&L. So if you have a look over here, I am now running a position that is up 21 cents. And I've made a return on equity ROE of say 1.89%. So a very small position. If I close the position, I just simply click on the X button. It will then say, do you want to confirm? Perfect. Market order filled. Now you'll see over under your positions tab that you are no longer running a position. However, if you go to your history, you'll then be able to see that you market executed a buy, and then you were obviously taken out on the sell side because you need to have an equal partner on the opposite side of the transaction in order to close position. Okay, so that's pretty much in a nutshell how you would enter into a market buy position. Let's say, for example, I know I broke this down recently, but I'll do it again for learning purposes. Let's say, for example, I only want to purchase the Ethereum if it breaks above this level. Then how would I go about doing a stop order? Okay, remember, a stop order is a bit different. Stop orders work the same way as limits do. However, it works in the opposite direction. So let's say, for example, if you have a look here, price is currently trading at around $2,500. I only want to purchase with the market when I break out of this area. So let's say, for example, we break out of the area of $2,800. That's when I would like to start purchasing Ethereum. So how do I do that, right? So if you were doing a limit function, you would be wanting to buy something a bit lower. So let's say, for example, price was trading back into $2,400. Then you would set a limit entry order. However, for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do a stop order. So it's the other way around. Now, it's pretty simple. You just click on where it says stop, okay? And now you're going to need to choose, okay? So for the same sort of option with regards to the market, you can choose your leverage type, whether you want it to be isolated or cross. So let's say, for example, I now want to change this to 10. I can simply just drag that, click set, it will change it for me. And then you'll notice there's a different function now. So if you have a look at where it says amount of 0.1, I now have the option to set a price, okay? So what does that price level mean? Well, basically, it's basically the same thing as me saying I only want to start buying with the market if it gets to 2,800. So it works really well in very sort of liquid markets, especially like crypto, for example. If you have a look here, let's say price just decides to go through this area here, you might find yourself kind of double guessing, or price has moved way too high now, I don't want to get in. I'm exposing myself to downside, whatever it may be. So pretty much how you can capitalize on a move like this going higher is you can say, I just want to have a stop order level set. And if price does go through there, I will automatically get tagged. Okay. So in this example, let's say my high was around $2,820. I would then go change this price now. So you just manually change it. Okay. And remember, you're not selling when it gets to that level. It won't allow you to do that. You're buying. So I keep it as buy. I go place order. I then confirm. Okay. Now, if you have a look, pretty much it's the same thing. So I've now got this level sitting here. And when price starts to push higher again into this $2,820 region, for example, I will then get executed on my buy position. Okay. So just note one thing, it's not going to show as an active order under positions because why? It is not an active position. It is just a limit entry or stop order entry in this scenario. Whereas if price does get there, it will tag me in. Okay. So if you have a look under where it says orders, you will now see that that is where your order is sitting. Okay. And pretty much you'll be able to change your stop loss and your take profit when you get executed in this position. The platform will notify you when your position is actually running live. And that is pretty much it. That's all you need to really do. If you want to move your stop order, maybe let's say, for example, you want to enter off this price level of 2679, then you would just go and manually drag and drop it. You go modify, it will now modify it for you. Okay, it's really simple. If you want to get rid of the position completely, you can click on where it says X over here, or I can simply just cancel the order by clicking on it, right? So that is in a nutshell how you can operate two different market orders as well as stop orders. And that is pretty much how simple and easy it is to trade Ethereum on our PrimeXBT crypto futures platform. So I hope you enjoyed this week's tutorial, and I'll catch you in next ones.